Hey everyone, in this tutorial I will show you how to add shockwave effects to your animations. If you enjoyed the tutorial and want to see more, feel free to subscribe to this channel, give this video a like and maybe type something nice into the comments. Shockwaves are most often used for extremely strong impacts, explosions, or very fast movements. For the tutorial I have included a shockwave animation in the punch animation. There are two impacts and therefore two shockwaves in this animation. The first big shockwave appears directly at the punch. After a few frames, the stick figure is blown away and the second smaller shockwave can be seen shortly. I personally use shockwaves to further clarify the strength behind an impact. Let's start with the animation right away. Of course we have to animate the punch animation first. If you want to skip this part and go straight to the shockwave, just skip to minute 3 in this video. For the punch animation I first animate the keyframes. This means the stick figure as it goes out for the punch and then the final punch. After that I draw all the in-betweens. Now I animate the second stick figure in a new layer. When the figure is hit, the arms and legs go forward. I also draw another frame for the hit and then copy the last couple frames, so that I have the frames in which the punch hits twice. This is also called animating on twos. I am doing this to make the punch longer visible and to build up the second impact. Now we start to animate the shockwave. First I draw a lot of small gray lines. For this I use a pen with the size of 10 pixels. The lines appear directly where one stick figure hits the other. Then they move in the opposite direction to the punch. In doing so they move further apart and become smaller and smaller. After I have drawn the lines, I click on the ruler and select a circle. Now I stretch the circle with the points and can draw a perfect oval shape with it. This is our shockwave, which gets bigger and bigger with every frame and moves in the same direction as the lines. The shockwave then slowly dissolves and a few lines are created which also slowly disappear. When you're done with all that, you can now use the eraser. Then click on the square of the eraser and drag it down to 20%. With this you erase over the shockwave and make the opacity a little bit lower. Then you increase the percentage with every frame about 10% so that the shockwave slowly disappears. Then I create the second shockwave. I also used a ruler, but this time the shockwave is a little smaller and it disappears much faster. I also draw a line following the black stick figure and stretch the figure with the lasso to make the speed more clear for the viewer. Of course, the stick figures still need heads. For this I increase the size of the pencil to about 80 pixels, then click once on the screen and copy the head with the lasso to paste it into the other frames. Last but not least, to give the shockwave even more impact, we need some camera shake. For this I first merge all layers, then I use the lasso to move the background, the stick figures and the shockwave in one frame up and in the next down. The camera shake is always exactly at the same time as the shockwave. For the first shockwave you can move the images up and down a little more, for the second a little less. But really only a small amount of moving the images is enough, otherwise the shake is too extreme. And that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you know now more about shockwaves and can apply this to your own animations. Otherwise, check out my gaming channel for some Rocket League clips or relaxing Minecraft long plays. See you soon.